What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Pastors are known for preaching the truth according to the scriptures, and sometimes they lay into social issues. In this particular pastor, I do believe that I know him. I can't call the name. I don't know if that's Bishop Bob Gibson out of Oakland. I don't think so, but it could be, okay? But anyways, this is a brother that is preaching against Kamala Harris. Now, this is a pastor that, again, we talk about Black Lives Matter. People feel like Black people are being targeted by the police. You know, you have certain shootings and killings that go on in the community, like Sonia Massey out of Springfield, Illinois. And when that happens, especially to a Black woman, nobody is going to sit back and when you call that out and be upset. But this pastor is going to critique Kamala Harris's track record as a California Attorney State General and how she has attacked Black men in that position. I want you to hear this and I'm gonna come back.
You know, Kamala Harris, she's running for the vice presidency. I call her Miss Lock Up a Brother, for when she was the AG in California, a Negro knew, a Black man knew that he was dead in the water. He was dead in the water. Matter of fact, you don't need a trial. You might well go into jail if you appear before her, because she took pride in locking up Black folk. And now all of a sudden she's trying to be sister girl. I'm telling it. Check out her record. She locked us up left and right. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yes, you did, Kamala, however I should pronounce it, you did. And now we're supposed to forget all that stuff. And she boasted in California that she was one of the first. I got the tape cued, but my time's up today. One of the first, I showed you Thursday night, to perform a same-sex marriage. Y'all want to see it? You want to see it? Let it rip.
Let the rings exchanged and the vows declared symbolize your commitment, sincerity, and affection.
Yeah.
And may your love never falter.
May your love never falter.
By virtue of the power and authority vested in me by the state of California, I now declare you.
So I want to address two of those things. The first thing that he does, he addresses how she locked Kamala Harris up. Now, I was reading some of the comments, and some of the comments were saying, well, they locked themselves up. They knew what they was doing. They locked themselves up. That's interesting, right? They locked themselves up. So now we talk about white supremacy in the system, but because it's Kamala Harris, all of a sudden now they lock themselves up, okay? So the system was right to lock up them criminals. Then he's a hater. He needs to shut up. He needs to sit down. Oh, see, Black folks like him is why we can't get nowhere, right? But then the part that he talked about with the gay marriage thing, oh, they skipped over that. Now, let me tell you, most of those people who are critical of this man, they know the Bible. They know what the scriptures say. They know what the position is on gay marriage. You can't say that he's wrong, but you're going to discount that because it don't fit the narrative. You see, the pastor is not bootlicking like they did in Atlanta for Fannie Willis. He's not bootlicking Kamala Harris. And see, the problem is when you're a man and you're not bootlicking and you're holding folks to task, they're always going to attack you. And all of a sudden you're going to be every name in the book. How dare you challenge Black women? How dare you not do X, Y, and Z? How dare you do this? How dare you do that? And this is why I'm telling you, it is quite dangerous in today's time to even challenge Black women on any level. You're risking a lot right now doing that. Okay? Because, you know, I've gotten emails, even from Black men. I don't even want to call you who I want to call you, right? Your names. Some of y'all know who you are. You can't even criticize somebody's political record. This man has not called her any names. He hasn't called her ugly. He hasn't talked about what she looks like. But if you do that, you'll find out quickly that they'll start flipping it out on you. Like, how could you talk about a black woman like that? As bad as black women have been treated, like, you could even just discuss somebody's track record as vice president. This seems like this is incompetent or silly behavior. Who are you calling silly? You calling a black woman silly? And this man don't even have the ability to pastor in his own church, trying to defend somebody he need in the church, which are black men. And see, this is where I'll tell you, brothers, where you got to be careful. Women talk about they want black men in church, but how do they want you there? And I'm going to tell you, they're not going to want you there, for the most part, leading them. That ain't what you're supposed to be doing in the black church or the black community in general. Leadership is something that, a lot of sisters say they want, but will have a hard time allowing you to do that. God forbid if you be a black male pastor or a black man pastor that stick up for your congregation and you have the unmitigated gall to step up for the men in your community, they're going to shut down everything that you say. If it's not always about them, if it's not only about black women first, you're going to find yourself having problematic situations going on a lot. You're going to have it, no doubt about it, which is why I largely say you got to understand what's going on in the world today. Even when you're criticizing somebody based on their behavior, not throwing ad hominems, they're going to make it an ad hominem. And the way these sisters drag this man, who's probably a pastor, a married black man, a man who's probably doing things in his community. Oh man, they was calling him everything but a child of God. All he was doing was sticking to the positions. He didn't call that woman anything out of pocket. He wasn't doing her like Charleston White. Nope. He was dealing with concepts. He's dealing with ideas. But unfortunately, dealing in the black community a lot of times, we're not even able to have those situations. We're not. And it becomes deadly. I messed around one day and got on TikTok live from my O'Shea page. There were some ladies talking about Kevin Samuels. I got on the panel and I was trying to be as professional as I could. The ladies started really dissing Kevin Samuels' death. And I just should have got off, right? And the person that was moderating that, he was a punk. He wasn't even willing to allow the lady to even talk to me in a respectful manner. So I was like, ma'am, I'm not here to, go back and forth with you or to be facetious. I don't understand why you have this particular attitude. I'm just talking about ideas. But the ladies were just continuously rude, just, hella ghetto. And I just had to go head on and let her know. I had to cuss her out. I got hood. And that was what they were trying to get in the whole first place. The guy kicked me off the stream, not them, even though it was them that was vulgar to me. You see? And now every time a black man is trying to tell the truth about something about black men, how black men feel, you have largely so many ladies who are going to come out and start attacking you. Here's what you got to do, though. You can't let them win, though. You can't respond to that. That's what I learned from that experience. Whenever I do a video about Kamala Harris on my channel, it largely I largely lose a lot of subscribers. But one of the things I will not do, I refuse to do, is to sit back idly by and let people knock me off my square, let people stop me from telling the truth. I'm not going to do it. If they don't like it, they're not going to like it. It's their problem. And when black men are going to have that attitude, then we can change things. Because if you're professing to be a Christian and you're agreeing with what Kamala Harris is doing and you have a problem with somebody calling that out, what does the Bible say? That's all you got to do. And as far as somebody checking her on her history on locking up black men, isn't that what you would want somebody to do? Because don't you want these black men to be out there with you, marrying you, taking care of you? Again, hypocrisy. So guys, you think it's your boy Usher D. Jackson back at it again with the episode of The Celebrity Junk. I urge you to follow you, subscribe to the bell. We're out.